Here are some of the highlights of the sale of Part 2 of the legendary Harry Bass Jr. core collection. Noted not only for a relatively low mintage of 2,710 coins, but also as it represents a single-year type coin. The 1808 Quarter Eagle uses the large-size capped head design and would be the last Quarter Eagle coin to be minted until the denomination is again resumed, with the regular capped head left design in 1821. It is not uncommon to have weak edges on this issue. In fact, on this example, you can clearly still see adjustment marks towards the west and the south on the obverse. Graded by PCGS as MS62, it achieved a closing price at auction of $372,000. The 1815 capped head left half eagle is one of the great rarities in the American catalog, especially when discussing early 20th century coins. With half eagles popular in foreign and commercial trade at the time, it is likely that most of the meager 635 coins mintage made its way into the overseas market. In fact, up until 1858, when Joseph Mickley published his Dates of American Coins and Their Degrees of Rarity, it was believed that no coins were minted at all, a point that would be rectified by the time Montrevel Dickinson published his American Numismatic Manual soon afterwards. Today, we can positively identify 10 examples, and it's possible that another 2 to 3 may exist. The current coin is graded by PCGS as MS62 and was sold at auction for $480,000. The debate as to whether proof examples of the 1907 Roman numerals high relief St. Gordon's double eagle exist has been ongoing for a number of years, with no definitive consensus being reached yet. Collectively, PCGS is of the opinion that no proof coins were minted, although they do concede that specimen strikes may exist. NGC, on the other hand, has come to the conclusion that a small number of proof coins do in fact exist, and should be graded as such. NGC has published their diagnostic criteria for this coin to be classified as a proof, and amongst other points of interest, it includes a heavy die line that runs through the base of the capital dome, swirling die polish lines in the right obverse field. This point is a little more difficult to demonstrate on a photograph, but includes a pair of lines that resembles an upside down V of sorts, just below the end of the laurel branch. Die lines that are visible within the raised portions of the rays of the sun on the reverse, and heavy die polish lines in the negative space between the eagle's wing and neck, along with similar anomalies that appear in the periphery between, say, 9 and 11 o'clock. So, as you can see on this coin, it does appear to meet those specific diagnostic criteria for the coin to be classified as a proof, as set forth by NGC. PCGS, on the other hand, has designated this as a specimen strike with a grade of SP68, as the Heritage Cataloger put it, a proof in all but name, that was sold at auction for $870,000. The 1820 capped head left half eagle is one that has frankly confused a lot of collectors over the years, speaking in broad terms, and the Red Book agrees with this perspective that there are 3 main varieties, with each of them having a number of sub-varieties. The base Danner of the book going on to describe a total of 9 of these. The main difference, though, focuses on the date, with square and curved base number 2s of 1820 being easily identified. From there, small and large letter varieties are then differentiated on the reverse of the coin. The last point is less obvious, but careful study and comparison does make it clear. PCGS graded this coin as MS64+, making it the second finest of the variety, and its turn on the auction block saw a closing price of $900,000. The iconic 1796 No Stars quarter eagle represents multiple milestones. The first quarter eagle coin, the first gold coin to be minted without any obverse stars, making it simultaneously a first year of issue as well as a single year type coin. The first coin issued with the heraldic eagle reverse, and the earliest example to use 16 stars on the reverse, honoring Tennessee's admission to the Union. The exact reason for omitting the stars on the obverse on the coin remains a bit of a mystery, with various researchers postulating different theories. Today, the combined census reports 116 grading events, and no doubt a number of those are crossovers, with the original mintage of only 963 coins. This example, the second finest known of its type, a PCGS MS63 specimen that was sold at auction for $990,000. Normally, the appearance of an overdate like the 1798 over 7 capped bust right-head eagle would be cause for notice. However, for this issue, all 1798 eagles are overdates, utilizing leftover dies from the previous year and then simply punching an 8 over the last 7. No, the variety here is instead identified by the placement of the obverse stars, either 9 left and 4 right, or 7 left and 6 right. Of these two, this coin with the 6 over 7 arrangement is the rarest, with an estimated mintage of 842 coins, for this particular variety at least, although official mint records remain frustratingly silent on this particular issue. The exact survival rate of this coin also is unknown, with the best estimate placing it around 20 to perhaps more coins, with this example graded by PCGS as MS62, tied for the third finest known. $1,110,000 was the closing price at auction for this coin. 3 die varieties are noted for the 1835 quarter eagle coin. A single obverse die with the classic head design was used for all 3 of these issues, but at least 3 reverse dies were deployed. The first is the so-called broken M variety, where the M of America appears to be broken or incomplete. The second type is the wide AM, where the A and the M of America are too widely spaced relative to the rest of the letters. And then thirdly is the close AM, where the M is complete and the spacing between the 2 letters is normal. Today, 4 1835 proof classic head quarter eagles are known, and this coin is not only the finest of those, but the finest proof classic head quarter eagle period. The PCGS proof 67 deep cameo coin fell under the auctioneer's gavel for the sum of $1,200,000. And now for a coin that John Danriver once referred to as the king of the small eagle type. This is the 1795 small eagle reverse capped bust eagle. To be more specific, the famous 9 leaves variety of the coin. 1795 was the first year that the US Mint started producing gold coins, and there are 5 known die varieties for this issue, but this is the only of those that displays 9 leaves on the palm front, clutched in the eagle's talon. This opposed to the 13 leaves that normally appear on the issue. As you can expect from the Bass core collection, this is once again the finest known specimen, graded by PCGS as MS64. By auction's close, it had sold for $2,100,000, leaving its crown securely in place. Now, this is the cover coin for the auction catalog, and with excellent reason at that. The 1870 Indian Princess $3 piece is unique in the market today. In fact, according to the Mint Director's report for 1870, no coins were ever minted at all. Today, we have deduced that likely only 2 coins exist. This piece and another that is safely nestled in a time capsule placed inside the cornerstone of the second San Francisco Mint building, placing it firmly out of reach. In fact, the coins appear to have been specifically minted for the cornerstone laying ceremony on March the 25th. 1870. No stranger to setting records. In 1946, Louis Eliasberg Sr. paid $11,500 for this coin. It remained in the Eliasberg collection until 1982, when Harry Bass purchased it for an astronomical $687,500. Graded and authenticated by PCGS with a grade of SP50, this legendary rarity was sold at auction for a well-deserved $5,520,000. Subscribe to WNN and consider watching a video about the Eric Newman collection that was sold a few years ago next. For the World Numismatic News, I am Numisman saying thank you for watching, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.